Good morning. Welcome to another cleaning motivation video. Today we're going to be doing a whole apartment clean, and I did this over a couple of days and I thought I would do it with you guys as well. So if you need some cleaning motivation, you can pop this on the TV, on your phone, or laptop or device, whatever you've got, and we can do some cleaning together. Today I'm going to be starting in the living room. I have just started my annual Gilmore Girls watch session. What do you call that when you watch a whole series? Because I'm not binging it. I don't know what you would call that, but I do it every year in the autumn because it's just such a cozy show and I love it. And I kind of just have it on the background because I've seen it so many times I don't really need to pay attention. So it just kind of becomes a background show, but I only just started it the other day. Last year I started at the end of August. So I'm a bit late this year, but it was so warm and like so hot here. It didn't really feel like fall until recently, and so I decided to just get back into it. The first thing I did was take the other TV back to the bedroom. We bring it out on Sundays so Jester can watch all the football, and we kind of just left it out here for a couple of days this week, and I was like, it's got to go back. Plus, we're not bringing it out this Sunday because he will be going to an actual football game. Also, you may have just seen a bowl on the couch. That is some dough that I need to rise. And when I need it to rise and it's a bit colder, I will actually sort of wedge it in some blankets where I'm sitting because it, from my body warmth, it kind of makes it a little warmer for it to rise. And I'm also going to be cleaning my couch today. It's much harder when it's not summer because it does take a lot longer to dry, but there's a few coffee stains, one in particular that I left too long. Realistically, if I spill coffee or tea or something, I need to clean it immediately, and I didn't do that. So now I have a bit of a stain, and I kind of got most of them out today, but they're very faint still, and it'll take some time and like a bit of work. But when you're doing the upholstery cleaning of like a white couch, you can't really do patches. You really have to wet the entire area because otherwise, if you just do patches, you might end up with sort of watermarks, which is not ideal. So the really big one in the middle, that's actually a watermark from trying to clean something else without the upholstery cleaner. And I have seen with people who do have upholstery cleaners that it can happen if you just kind of do patches. You really need to do the whole thing. And so I did a very, very, very deep clean of this side of the couch. I really do love this floor cleaner that I have that also doubles as an upholstery cleaner, but it is quite heavy and quite chunky, and I really need to reorganize our storage closet and have some sort of system for all of our cleaning products. I'm thinking I might need to get some sort of hooks or hanging storage to utilize the space that goes up the wall in there. But yeah, so it's great, but it is kind of a lot to lug it out and start working on things. I'm also going to just use my stick vacuum today. I don't really feel like dealing with my robot vacuum, so I'm just gonna stick vacuum everything. I have a lot of little petals in the corner from those dried flowers. I accidentally dropped them when I first was putting the living room back together. Those poor flowers have taken a beating since getting them, but I love the dried hydrangeas. I think they're so pretty. You may notice over in the foyer, I have a new rug. I love it so much. It's just off Amazon, not particularly very expensive. And I think it's such a great entryway rug because it's not super plush or anything. And I'm thinking it'll be easy too clean, but I feel like the rug filling up the entire room just changes the entire space. I was talking about this, I think, recently in one of my other videos, where I'm kind of realizing that in apartments like this with hardwood floors, the thing to do is have very large area rugs that cover the whole floor. And in an ideal world, I would get a new rug for the living room. It would have to be an 11 by 15 rug, which is a bit of an odd size. They do make them, but it would take up the whole space. And that would just be the best. I also hate how orange our floors are. It's a very intense color. But seeing how good the foyer looks with a rug filling the whole space, I'm like, I want to do that to every room now. But it's a bit of an investment because rugs can be very, very expensive. And I also don't know how long we're going to live here for, right? Like, we don't plan to live here forever. So it's kind of a bit of a toss up as to whether you make that investment or not. I'm going to keep my eye on rug prices and see if I can get a deal. Maybe in Black Friday or something I could. But I'm also going to give the foyer a little bit of a tidy. I have Costco stuff to unbox today, and a lot of it. We went to Costco the other day, and just lots of things to put away. Toilet paper. I have some stuff in the dining room as well that I'm going to be putting away. Just, organizing after a big Costco shop. Moving on to one of my favorite spots in our apartment. It's the little cozy reading nook. I still haven't finished styling the bookshelves. I just threw everything back in when I did the organizing and styling video a few weeks back, and I haven't touched it again since. But I really want to take some time and really style it up and make all the pieces work together. But I love this corner. It's so cozy. I also now have a new little rug. Again, Amazon, very, very cheap. But it is only a 4x6 rug. It's very small and it's wrong. I don't know what is right other than, being in an ideal world and having a giant rug that would just cover the whole room. I don't know how to mix rugs together and do multiple rugs in one room. And so this is definitely the wrong rug from this angle. It looks fine. If I were to zoom you out, not so much. It's quite mismatched and it's just not right. So anyway, I don't know how to do rugs, but I'm also going to give my little plant a clip. This thing almost died. I almost killed it. I overwatered it and it is slowly coming back. It has taken like a good month, but it's kind of starting to revive itself. Also, I have a lot of cardboard from packages and things that needs to go out. We also have a portable AC unit, which we haven't really used much lately, and we're probably not really going to use it much more. So I don't know what to do with it. I could potentially take it down to the storage locker for the rest of the season, but for now I'm just going to push it back into the corner and I will deal with it later. I also have a box of art supplies. Still trying to figure out a cabinet for the entryway. I am so much closer than what it was a few weeks ago, but I will get there. I'm also going to finally dust all of these shelves in the corner. Again, these are not styled. I just threw everything in there, but I love this bookshelf. I don't get to cleaning and dusting it as often as I would like. And today I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually dust it all, use the Windex and some paper towel and give all of the shelves a really good clean. When I put the vacuum down before, I must have hit the button on the underside and it opened the, the catching container thingy, and the dust went all over the floor. So I hate it when that happens. It just feels like so gross. So I had to clean that up. And then my main thing that I really sort of want to focus on here in the dining room is putting away Costco stuff. I had a new big thing of coffee, some olives, and then over the back I also have I have a case of beer and also the protein drinks. These are new protein drinks. We usually get the Premier ones. I like those. I don't like these ones. These ones do not have a good taste in my opinion. It's like a I don't know, almost like a cherry aftertaste. Not a fan. But anyways, I'm gonna empty some of them, put them in the fridge, but then I realized I could actually just empty all the boxes and put the rest of them into the cupboard. So then that way I'm getting rid of the boxes on the floor, because I kind of hate it when we have Costco stuff just stacked on the floors. Like, it's not ideal. And when I can put things away into a cupboard, it makes me feel so much better. Okay, side note, I just had to stop filming because I had to Google the pronunciation of Premier. The drinks I like are Premier Protein, and we were having a discussion in Costco, and I was like, the Premier drinks, and he's like, Premier. I'm like, Premier. And at the time I was like, no, that's not what they're called. It's premium. Oh my goodness, I get so tongue-tied over this. Hold up. I said I like the Premier protein drinks, but they didn't have any. So we got this other brand that wasn't very good. Anyway, it just clicked to me that we weren't saying two different names or two different words. We were saying the same thing, but we were just pronouncing it differently. I pronounce it Premier, which is the British English, and the American English is Premier. And it is confusing me. It is making me tongue-tied, but I just had that light bulb moment, and this happens all the time with Chester and I. We'll be saying something and it's confusing until we both realize that we're actually just pronouncing the same word differently. And this is one of those times. I say premier, he says premiere. I'm gonna have to go and tell him now. I'm starting day 2 of cleaning with 3 loads of laundry, because guess what I didn't start today's video with? I didn't start today's video with cleaning the kitchen rug. I said in my last cleaning video that I'm going to hold myself accountable with my next cleaning video, and I would be doing that first, and I didn't do it, but I am doing it today. And so I'm finally cleaning the kitchen rug. I'm also going to do a dark load of clothes and a light load of clothes. I just like to do so many loads at once because it's just more efficient in my opinion. And then I am going to move on to doing the kitchen. Whenever I know I'm going to be filming cleaning the kitchen, I let myself not clean the kitchen the night before. Usually, like, my cleaning routine is to clean the kitchen before going to bed. So I wake up with the dishes being clean, and then I can just start taking things out of the dishwasher and using them. And it's the best feeling to go to bed with a clean kitchen. But on the days that I know that I'm going to be cleaning the kitchen for a video, I will leave the mess, because then I just catch a break that night, don't have to do as much, and then I get to do it all with you guys instead. I keep getting questions about my gloves and how I've color coordinated my gloves for the different areas of my home. So I have the green ones for the kitchen, I have the blue ones for the bathroom, and then the purple ones are for the toilet. And I love this system, but I can't link them out. They're from Dollarama in Canada. I picked them up while I was in Toronto back in August. They were $1.25 each. They had a bunch of other different colors, and I really, really wish I could link them because they're also long. They come up over the elbow as well, which I really like. But unfortunately, I can't link them. There is no Dollarama website other than on, Instacart. But I don't even know if they're available on Instacart, and I can't get onto Instacart without logging in, so I can't link them, and I wish that I could. I might see if I could find some similar ones on Amazon maybe, but I highly recommend color coordinating your gloves. That way you're kind of not like mixing. Like, I wouldn't want to use gloves for the kitchen that I use on the toilet, that's kind of gross. So I like to color coordinate them for different areas, and I would assume that once I have a house, I will probably have even more colors for more things around the place. I always take a break whenever I've cleaned the metal things from the cooktop. So for this break, I'm going to hang out all of the washing that I picked up from downstairs. I also have the other clothes rack that we have with the rug on it. You can see it in the corner of the video. So I'm just going to leave it there to hang and dry. I don't know if I can throw the rug in the dryer. I don't know if there's a tag on it either. I could probably look it up, but I just thought I will let it air dry and then I can put it back down tomorrow. And I have my little clothes rack that I got from Target. Unfortunately, I have bent this thing and one of the arm things to it just keeps falling off, and it's actually very inconvenient and very annoying because I have to reattach it every time I go to hang stuff out on it, and it's become annoying. And mind you, this thing is very, very flimsy. The one thing I miss from Australia is cheap clothing racks. You can buy one from Kmart for $3, or at least it was $3 the last time I was living there. I don't know if it's still $3 now, but there's just nothing that cheap and that sturdy and of good quality here, and it's very frustrating. But I think I might have to upgrade my clothing racks to something that's just a little more sturdy. I have a bit of a problem, and if anyone could help me, that would be fantastic. So, our kitchen counters are just, I think it's just wood that has been painted white and then I guess has been sealed with something. And the problem with that is that it stains very, very easily. We have a lot of like ring marks from coffee cups, and one time I had the cast iron sitting on the countertop. Like, it wasn't hot or anything, but it did leave like a slight rust mark because there was a bit of rust on the bottom of the cast iron. And then the other day I spilled something else, and I now have all these black marks, brown marks. They're not black, they're brown. And I can't get them off. And when I did try to clean them, it actually scratched a little bit of a hole into that like top layer. And so now I'm like, okay, I think I have to peel back or like scrape back the top clear coat, repaint it, and then refinish it. But I would have absolutely no idea what products have been used to do this. I mean, I probably could message the owner and find out, but the kitchen counter just looks dirty all the time because I can't get these marks off, and I really need to get some more baking soda so that I could try it again with vinegar and soda. But like, I don't know. It's been a bit of a mess, and I don't like it, and I just don't know how to fix it. I'm starting the third day with cleaning the bedroom. I just washed the sheets the other day. I keep washing my bed sheets on non-cleaning days, and so I don't need to wash the bed sheets today. So I'm just going to remake the bed. The lighting is fluctuating a fair bit this morning because it's a very cloudy, partly cloudy day, so the sun keeps going behind the clouds. So you just have to deal with it kind of flashing light a little bit, but gonna make my bed and then pick up all of the clothes that I have on the floor. I may have thrown some stuff off the clothing rack yesterday real quick to take it out to put the rug on it, and then didn't pick up the freshly washed clothes that now need to be put away. So I'm gonna do that. I'm really happy with the layout of the bedroom so far. I still think it might be better to get a bigger and wider dresser for that corner there, just so that there's more space. And I did think about maybe moving that dresser to the entryway because there is room for it. And that would just give us so much storage, because we are lacking a little in drawer space, particularly for clothes. That's how we ended up with boxes of clothes on the floor in the closet, and then I ended up with a spider in my shirt, which if you missed my last video, then you missed my meltdown being very dramatic over finding a spider in one of my sweaters. So I think having some extra storage space may be very, very practical. I just haven't found something that I like, and quite frankly, I don't really know what I want. I love having a garbage bin in the bedroom, and I love this little bin. I got this from Home Goods, but it's always just full of packaging because I, for some reason, always open my packages in my bedroom, and then it's where all the packaging goes. I've been noticing lately that I have to clean my mirror every couple of days, and it's because of all the hair products that I use. Whenever I spray my hair, I always do it in front of the mirror, and then the mirror ends up so dirty. I actually think I might need to do like a soap and water type scrub to get it clean properly and then wipe it off, because a lot of the product that's sticking to the mirror isn't coming off with Windex, and if it is, it takes me a really, really, really long time. So I might have to do a more deep clean of the mirror. Also too, I was thinking that maybe instead of this acrylic thing, I've talked about this a million times because I still can't find a 2-drawer jewelry box that doesn't have a lift lid. For some reason, jewelry boxes always have a lift lid. I don't want a lift lid. So I'm thinking desk organizer, and I found one on Wayfair. I'm going to link it in the description. Let me know what you think, because it's really cute. It's just like a wooden like 2-drawer thing. There's like little dividers in the top drawer, which would actually be really handy for jewelry. It comes in 2 colors, like a darker wood and a really, really light wood. I don't know if I like the oaky light wood. If I could, I would much, much prefer like a deeper cherry, but they don't have that. So I don't know if the darker wood of these two would actually work well here, but let me know your thoughts. I decided to sort of finish the wardrobe switchover I started the other day. This is a cardboard box that's full of shoes that has been sitting up in the top of the closet, and I just leave it up there because I want to be able to access these shoes more regularly, because it's all kind of heels and stuff that are for different occasions, I guess. We had a few coat hangers and bags and things, so I took all of that out and then managed to put it back up on the shelf. I also put the boxes of my winter boots just into the closet because I just still don't have an idea of how I want to store all my winter boots. So everything's just in boxes in the closet, but that closet is like magic. I don't know how there's so much room. It is so much physically smaller than the previous closet that we had, and yet somehow so much more fits in there. I don't get it, but it's like magic, and it just works. The last thing that I'm going to do is just vacuum all the floor of the bedroom. And every time I look at the floor and I see everything from these angles, I just keep thinking about giant rug. Giant rug that fills whole room and everything will look better. I swear that's so true. Honestly, I should have a rug under my desk anyway, because it's not a good idea to have my chair just on the wooden floor. But do you know what I mean? Like, I think having a giant rug covering the whole floor just makes the most sense. The last thing that we're doing today is the bathroom. So I'm going to start with the shower. Usually I start with the sink, but today I just felt like I was going to go straight in, start with the shower. I'm going to take all the products out. And then I was thinking about it and I'm like, should I be wearing a mask when I'm cleaning and sort of protecting myself from all of the sprays and everything? I am going to spray down all of the walls, but I'm also just going to take a second to let it sit before I like shove myself right in there to clean, because I don't want to be breathing in all of the product, because some of these products are very intense. So I'm like, should I be wearing a mask? Is that going to help me when I do all this kind of stuff? Ooh, you know what's really exciting? The drains have been unclogged. I was having so many issues with this bathroom sink just holding water and it not draining. And I tried everything. You guys had so many suggestions. I tried them all. I even got a drain snake, nothing. And then the bathroom tub actually started to not drain properly as well. So the other day I ended up finally contacting maintenance and they came up and they completely fixed it for me, which was fantastic. So now everything drains properly. They got in there, they fixed whatever was wrong with it. I actually didn't ask what was wrong with it. I probably should have, but they fixed it for me. So now the drains drain, which is great. So I'm gonna also clean the toilets. I've got my purple toilet cleaning gloves and I like to use these disposable wipes for the toilet. I know these are not the best, but I like these because, I don't know, toilets are disgusting and it's just easier to wipe over once and then throw out the wipe. I also use them to kind of clean the floor as well because I can't get any cleaning tool in there like a vacuum or a mop or anything. So I do the floor by hand behind the toilet. I also have the toilet cleaner, which I don't know what is wrong with it. I decided to literally lean on it with my knee and press down onto it to try to get the product out. And I was worried that I was going to just like shoot it everywhere by doing this, but nothing will come out of it. And I swear to you, I had it open and I don't even know what's blocking it. And I am not sure. So maybe I might just take the entire lid off, or at least try to take the entire lid off and see why it's blocked. But I was having so much trouble trying to get the product out. I got like a few drops and then it completely stopped. So I was like, whatever, that's enough for me to just like scrub the toilet and clean it. But I need to figure out why that product isn't coming out of the squeezy tube thing. I'm gonna vacuum and mop the floor as best as I can. I need to get some more refills for my little shark vac mop because that thing is just so good for the bathroom. But I find everything's just too fluffy with like a regular vacuum and a regular mop. I have to go back in with the vacuum. But anyway, that is all of my cleaning for today. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've been motivated and got some cleaning done as well. And I will see you in my next video.